All right, no live tonight. I just can't pull it off. I've got less time than I thought I did to do projects around the house, so I got to get stuff done. My father's coming early, and I got a lot of prep work to do in that bathroom, unfortunately. But I do want to talk about something, and that is the connection between coyotes and Sasquatch. I believe there is one. I don't know if I'm not the first one to think of this. I'm not taking credit for it. But I've heard it a lot where people hear coyotes at the same time that they have Sasquatch activity. I cannot tell you how many this has happened with me over and over again. The second thermal image that I ever got of what I believe is a Sasquatch came from, you can't see anything now, 75 yards that way. I've got a stand back over this way. I was in that stand. I called a coyote in, but it would not come on my property. I couldn't get it. Not 5 minutes later, there was a wood knock, and then I caught what I believe to be a Sasquatch on thermal. He was hiding behind a boulder back there. I even did comparison videos, the whole 9 yards. It was a lot further away, so you couldn't see the facial features, but you can see a lot more of the body, like the left side of the body. See its head pop up from behind the boulder, then it gets right up almost on top of the boulder and almost hugs it. The night I got the thermal image here recently, probably 45 minutes later, there were coyotes out here very close. The very first night that we were at the happy place, where the Sasquatch were very close and threw a rock, and we got the audios and the grunts and everything else. We had coyotes call extremely close that night. There's something up with that. It's happened too often for it to be a coincidence. I believe there is some connection, 100% some connection between Sasquatch and coyotes running together. Now, maybe they're using the coyotes to hunt. Maybe it's some type of, I wouldn't say cooperative, maybe I wouldn't go that far, but maybe they follow the coyotes or they come from the other direction of the coyotes because the coyotes are running deer or something like that. Maybe it's just maybe they let the coyotes get something and they take it from them. Or maybe they eat the coyotes. I have heard situations to where people have heard coyotes meeting an untimely, very horrible sounding death. Like they're being pulled apart. There is plenty of situations in which people have almost been gifted coyote legs. So, it could be different from Sasquatch to Sasquatch. But whatever it is, I believe there is a connection. It's something maybe we should look into more, experiment more. We played coyote calls the night that we were out at the happy place, the first night. And we got all those cool vocals and they came in close. We played coyote calls the night that I got that thermal of where it was back behind the rock. I played coyote calls that night. Lloyd, his videos, he was playing coyote calls that night. Now, we don't know that was 100% a Sasquatch call, but it is something to think about. I think there's a connection, 100%. So I definitely want to look more into that. I'm going to be experimenting with the calls, try something out. But I think there's definitely enough, at least circumstantial evidence to suggest that there is some type of connection. But I'll get back to everything when I can. I've got too much work to do. And I think everybody knows that I try to dedicate as much time as possible as I can to the subject and getting evidence. But, I got things to do around here, but I'll get back at it pretty soon. I know in December, in a couple weeks, we've got we're going out with a group, so might not get much done until then. But anyway, still be doing updates, still be keeping up with what's going on around here, moving the camera around, stuff like that. So, but other than that, just something to think about. I hope everybody enjoys their holidays, and talk to everyone later.